This is Revelations 11, verse 6. It says, these have power to shut up heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy.
This shows you the power that the Lord bestowed onto his prophets back then. And Lord willing, soon, man, we're going to have this power again. But our faiths has to be tested. We have to be purged and purified, and our faiths has to be tested. And once we pass that test, once we pass that examination, it's a wrap, man. The Lord is going to bestow, he's going to fully bestow his full power upon us, his glory upon us. And we're going to have the power to do things in his name. Go ahead.
Yeah, because in the world, you know, they got a term that says seeing is believing. See, right now, like the brother's going into, starting with the apostles and the men that was back then, and they came back and they in the same lot. Right now, you have the spiritual aspect of the power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shah. But soon, the Lord and the Most High is going to bestow on the men of the Lord the physical aspect. See, right now, people can't see the spiritual, that you're breaking down the world in a spiritual sense because they carnal. They can't see that. They can't see the spiritual aspect of it. But when the physical aspect of it, when you be able to, you know, do whatever the Lord is going to have you do, then these people is going to be willing. And then it's going to be too late, you know.
That's right.
All right, this is Revelations 11 and 6. These have the power to shut up heaven, that it rain not in the days of their prophecy, and have power over the waters to turn them to blood.
Did not Moses did that?
Yep.
Once again, you reading it as it was a story. This is fucking reality, man. That was reality. That shit really happened, man. A man with a staff, through the power of the Most High, made water turn into blood, man. You can't even imagine that shit, man. Seeing some shit like that, man. But it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. God.
It says, and to turn them to blood, and to smite the earth with all plagues, as often as they will.
As often as they will, man. Yo, you had some kids that was joking on the prophet Elisha. You had kids just snapping on him, joking on him. And he called, through the power of the Most High, he called some she-bears to devour children, kids, little boys and little girls, man. Showing you this ain't no effeminate ass shit, man. You know, that's why, you know, I don't even talk about these dudes, the Babylonian Israelites, the Americanized Israelites, but they demasculating the scriptures, man. They trying to be politically correct, but you had little kids joke on the prophets, and they called upon bears to kill them, man. That's some rough shit, man. That's some hard shit. Those are people, kids. All right?
That was that.
Yeah, you know?
I got one for you.
Yeah.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imagination, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God.
Read it again, bro.
This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. It says, maybe I should start higher, man. I'm gonna start at 3. I'm gonna start at 2. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with thee, that confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some which think of us if we walk according to the flesh. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh.
Though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. That's why, you know, it seems like it's hard to do certain things, you know, such as, you know, I'm using this example for these situations. It's hard for you to study. It's hard for you to read. It's hard to get some privacy. It's hard to pray. You haven't prayed in days. You haven't read in days. You know, it's hard to do certain things. It's hard for you to link up with brothers. It's hard for you to do these shows because though we walk in the flesh, we don't war after the flesh. All right? Because we have spiritual forces stopping us, trying to prevent us from being spiritual. for sowing spiritual and reaping spiritual, from being spiritual men. You got to remember, revert back to the scriptures, the story of Yahweh Shah. When he was in the mountain fasted for 40 days and 40 nights, Satan was there to tempt him. So, though he was walking in the flesh, he was warring after the spirit, the spiritual demon Satan. That's the same thing like us. Though we go to work every day, we come home to our wives and our kids, or we come home to our families, or whatever the case may be, you walking in the flesh, but then the spiritual demon Satan is there trying to prevent you from being spiritual, from trusting in the Lord, to praying to the Lord, from reading the scriptures, from studying, from fasting, from doing these shows. Satan is there trying to prevent you from doing his work, from calling upon your power, from using your power that the Lord gave you. God.
It says, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man. The prophets dealt with demons. They dealt with people that had demons on them. They had demons coming against them. So it's the same thing with us today, because the spirit of the prophets are subject onto the prophets. So you think, since the prophets was dealing with it back then, what makes you think the prophets ain't dealing with that right now? Seeing shit out the corner of your eye, hearing voices, shit fucking with you before you go to sleep while you dozing off, things pressing you against the bed, all types of shit, seeing apparitions, seeing all types of shit, hearing all types of shit. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. God.
So the pulling down of strongholds, casting down imaginations, and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God.
Yeah, casting down imaginations, man. Everything that come up against the Most High. We got to battle against that, man. So we battling against demons that hop on people. We battling the demons that hop on us. Pride, envy, covetousness. Okay. Lust. Excess of lust. Okay. Rioting. All that stuff. We battling that stuff, man. Them demons, them spirits. Okay. Got it.
It says, exalting everything against the knowledge of God, bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shah, and having a readiness to the revenge of all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. I think, keep going, or I think that was it.
That was it.
Do ye look on the things after the outward appearance? If any man trust to himself that he is Yahweh Shah, let him of himself think this again, that he is Yahweh Shah, even so are we Christ.
That was it. That was it. Get Isaiah 40 and 31. You know? Because the time is going to come, man, when the Lord is going to bestow his full power upon us. All right? And back to that scripture, just thinking about it, what he has said, do ye think on the outward appearance? Because the Lord deal with the spirit. He deal with the inner man. Okay? So when things happen to you in this life, when you go through your shit, you got to think of the spiritual aspect of it. You always got to use your spiritual eye. Why is this happening? This is happening for a reason. Everything, like Jake say, everything happens for a reason, but you got to really believe that. Everything actually, there's no such thing as accidents or coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, whether it be blessings or curses.
This is Isaiah 40 and 31. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength.
They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Because we in these piece of shits of bodies, these punch buggies of the flesh, you know, these station wagon temples. They that wait upon the Lord is going to renew his strength, meaning he's going to put his full spirit upon us, that we going to have that spiritual power. God.
It says, and they shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not be faint.
Spiritual power, man. We're going to be able to fly. We're going to be able to run and not get tired. Just like the ancient men of old. Even though they was up in their hundreds, they was still as if they was young men. They still had their strength as if they was young men. So that's how we gonna be when them times come. When we gonna finally get our chance to have vengeance upon our enemies, man. The so-called white men. These damn devils, man. We gonna have vengeance upon our enemies, man. 41 and 10.
41 and 10?
Yeah, it's a 15.
Okay, this is Isaiah 41 and 10. It says, Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee. Yeah, I will help thee. Yeah, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all they that were, increased against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. They shall be as nothing. And they that strive with thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them and shall not find them.
And that's what's going to happen, man. That's why you can't have no fear. You can't have no fear, man. Fear not, because the Lord is going to be with you. Like, if the Lord called you, just like the Lord was with our fathers of old, the Lord is going to be with you. Just like the Lord was with the prophets of old, the Lord is going to be with you. He's just not going, if you are part of his elect, and if it be his will, man. The Lord didn't put you in this situation for no reason, man. He put you in that situation because he knows how. He's the director, man. He wrote the the script out. So he knows how it's going to play out. You just have to have faith, man. So for the brothers that, get out there and go teach this word, man. Go out there in the highways and byways and push this word, man. And for the Akim Tazadakim, man, fret not, man. Just keep doing what you're doing. Have faith, man. The Lord is going to get you through whatever you're going through. The Lord put the shit that you're going through on you. So you think he ain't going to make a way for you to get out of it? Just have faith and just keep pushing, man. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, man. Go ahead.
It says, even them that contend with thee, they that war against thee shall be as nothing and has a thing of naught.
Yeah, that's something else I want to point out. Everybody that talks shit against you, everybody that treated you like shit, whether it be your grandmother, your mother, your father, your uncles, your sisters, brothers, nieces, whoever. The scriptures say every idle word that man shall speak shall give a